Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
Good to have you on board. Thanks for watching on YouTube TV, listening Sirius XM channel 158, or any of our affiliates across the country. Mitch Moss, Pauly Howard. We're live in Vegas from the Circa Resort and Casino. There is a contest going on here at VSiN and at Circa. It's called the Circa College Hoops Challenge. The winner of the event last year was longtime friend of the show, Paul Stone. The handicapper / bettor in first place as of right now, your defending champion, Paul Stone. He has 21 points with an overall record of 20-13, 2-2 with his best bets, and he joins us now on the Progressive Guest Line. Great start again, pal. How have you been able to navigate some of these tricky waters with so many favorites, at least winning outright early on?
Well, I'll tell you, Mitch, in the spirit of full disclosure, this has not been a good basketball season for me, to put it mildly. And, the contest has just kind of fallen on the right weekends for me and the right games. I've used some totals that have beefed up my record a little bit. So I think that's helped because I'm mainly an underdog player. And certainly this has been a favorites tournament to this point. But, I'd rather be in first place than be somewhere down the list, but we've still got, I believe, we've got 33 selections down, so we've got 12 more to go, and 5 of those will be in these Sweet 16 games over Thursday and Friday.
So maybe not anymore moving forward, but like as the tournament progressed into Friday, then maybe Saturday, Sunday of this past weekend, did all those favorites getting there make you kind of change your tune or look at a dog 3 or 4 different times before you had to say, okay, maybe I need to pass on that one or find something else?
I think I'm hard-headed to a fault when it comes to sports betting. I'm an underdog player, and I've stuck with underdogs, and it's probably cost me at the betting window. But, I really hadn't adjusted a whole lot. And I think as we get into this Sweet 16 round, maybe not a large sample size, but the last few years, it seems like the underdogs have done pretty well in these Sweet 16 games. So people who play underdogs might be able to cash some tickets this time around, unlike the first 4 days of the tournament.
Okay, couple dogs, and let's start with what you did with Texas. They are the 6th first 4 team to make the Sweet 16. They just get by NC State, but they kept rocking and rolling. What do you think of their chances against Purdue?
Well, I tell you, there's certainly a precedence, Pauly, for first 4 teams making it from Dayton, Ohio, to the Final Four.
Yeah.
Of course, Shaka Smart and VCU in 2011. UCLA duplicated it in 2021. And now Texas hoping to be the next to make that improbable journey. Texas, they get in the tournament. They lose, first of all, going into the tournament. They lost 5 of their last 6 games. They had to be very antsy on Selection Sunday. They wouldn't have gotten in. It wouldn't have been anybody's fault but their own. But since they got the invite, they have taken advantage of it. 3 victories, all as an underdog, over a 5-day span. So now they're going to San Jose to face this Purdue team after defeating Gonzaga this past Saturday, 74-68. And, I think if you have not watched, especially if you hadn't watched Texas a whole lot, and this guy's gotten better and better from day one, but I think Matas Vokatitis, he is the story of the tournament for Texas. He's a big physical guy, 7 foot tall, Lithuanian player, played last year at Florida Atlantic, and he's just gotten better and better in these 3 tournament games. He's totaled 55 points and 33 rebounds. And I tell you, if he can continue to play and stay out of foul trouble, because he has been foul prone at different times through the year, if he can stay out of foul trouble, if Tremont Mark can continue to provide an offensive complement to Dalen Swain and some of the others, I think Texas can be very competitive with this Purdue team, rather. I bet it at the opener, took Texas +8. It's now pretty much universally +7. And if it doesn't, there's not a whole lot of movement. It's probably going to be one of my contest selections.
Okay, at +7 it will be. All right. What do you make of that St. John's number against Duke? Some books now coming back to 6.5, but plenty of 7s out there as well.
I took St. John's at +7, and if it's at +7, it very well might be one of my 5 selections as well. This Duke team, they got Patrick Ngangba back against TCU on Saturday, took care of the Horned Frogs in the second half. The Blue Devils shoot 61.5%, I think, over the final 20 minutes. Ngangba being back certainly a big plus for the Blue Devils. He played 13 minutes. I'm sure those minutes will increase this weekend. But the absence of Caleb Foster, I still think it's huge. They're still not the same team without him. And St. John's, I mean, this is a team that's won 21 out of 22. I know the Big East wasn't great this year, but they were both the regular season and the conference tournament champion. They have a 73-year-old coach, Rick Pitino. He's been around the block a little bit. This guy can coach college basketball. He knows this tournament. I just think the Johnnies are going to keep it close. I like the Red Storm versus the points over the Blue Devils.
Yeah. Well, you know what else might have been a little bit weak this year as well, other than the Big East?
Yes.
Maybe the ACC.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. That is true. I mean, after Duke, obviously they're, I guess, kind of by their lonesome now, and not a super deep conference. So that certainly plays in it as well. But I just, Foster was such a big part of that team, and I think in big games like this, I think they're just going to be missing him.
How about the NIT quarterfinals? Let's look at one dog, Tulsa 4.5 against Wichita tonight.
Yeah, and this is a smaller play. I'd call it a medium cheese pizza play on both these NIT games we're going to talk about. But this is the fourth meeting between these American Conference rivals. Wichita State actually has a 2-1 advantage in the first three meetings, and that's thanks to a 81-68 victory over Tulsa in the American Conference semifinals of that conference tournament. In that game, and this is pretty much what my play is based on here, David Green, Tulsa's top scorer, a little over 16 points a game, was hurt in the first half in that conference tournament game against Wichita State. He's got a bum shoulder, hadn't played since, probably not going to play the rest of the year. No indications he'll play tonight. And looking at the point spread and looking at different power rating systems that I utilize, this point spread of 4.5, basically is just a season-long point spread. It does not account for Green's absence, and certainly the leading scorer not being on the floor has to be worth a half a point or a point, something to that effect. So based primarily on the fact that I like this Wichita State team, I think these teams are pretty much dead even, and also Green's absence played the Shockers plus the points.
All right, and tomorrow night, Nevada catching 9.5 against Auburn.
Again, kind of a medium cheese pizza play. Not a huge conviction here, but enough to make a little play on it. A little less conviction probably on this one than the Wichita State play, especially since we're taking a Mountain West team, even though we're getting the points, over an SEC team. But this one's a lot like the other one. It's based on a missing piece from the favored team. And in this case, that is Auburn forward Keyshawn Murphy. He's a guy who opted out of the NIT. I think reportedly hours before they were going to play South Alabama in their first round NIT game, they caught wind that he wasn't going to play, and he's gone and he's not playing. So he's missed the last two games. He's a guy who impacted the floor in a lot of different areas this year for the Tigers, 10.7 points a game, 6.8 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 1 block a game, 1 steal a game. So again, impacted the game at many different levels. Again, this line of 9.5, it's exactly what the season-long power ratings reflect. And Murphy's no longer with Auburn. I think this game means more to Nevada, having the opportunity to play an SEC team. So I'll take with a small play the Wolfpack plus 9.5 over Auburn.
Very good. You can follow Paul on X. He is at Paul Stone Sports, 20-13 with the record overall in the Circa College Basketball Contest here on VSiN. And in first place, and he is the defending champ as well. Paul, thanks so much for the time. Good luck again with the plays tonight, tomorrow night, and this week in the contest.
Hey, same to you guys. Appreciate you having me on, and hope everybody has a great weekend of college basketball this coming week.
Back at you. Join us here on the Progressive Guest Line. By the way, how about the day on Thursday in Houston?
Yes.
You get the first round of the Houston Open. No Scotty Scheffler. He withdrew today, though.
Another kid?
Is that the reason why?
Yeah, second kid. Just had one. Cardi B.
I didn't know that was the reason why.
Stop.
Well, what does Cardi B have? 8?
Oh, that's bad. It's up there.
But how many does Diggs have?
Well, Diggs with several different women.
I know.
I mean, Diggs is...
I don't think Diggs is Nick Cannon, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Diggs has 5. Something like that.
Oh, boy.
Oh, look that up, Luke.
So you get the opening round, Houston Open, followed by Astros opening day against the Angels.
Yes.
And then you get the 2 games being played that night, Sweet 16, Iowa, Nebraska, and Illinois and Houston. Pretty good. Every response to this tweet from Steve Zach, I think from locals were like, you're going to be in traffic 3 hours the entire time. So what's the point?
It is it's horrendous traffic there.
It's as bad as I can. It's one of the worst cities I've been to in terms of traffic.
There's always a ton of empty seats when the Rockets have early home playoff games. Yeah, fair enough. Brackets are for everyone. This is for bettors. The VSiN March Betting Challenge still going. Not too late to get in on the action. Down to the Sweet 16. This round you have to make 5 picks, spreads or totals. Still plenty of prizes still on the line, including one for the highest score from the Sweet 16 onward. And if you have a free Edge Boost account, every prize doubles. Head to vsin.com/contest. Get your picks in now, vsin.com/contest. 6,000 in prizes, and they're doubled if you have an Edge Boost account. Mercy.
That's massive. That's obviously, you got to get one. Doubles up just like that if you have that Edge Boost account. Go get it today. Big day for me here personally. I'll explain that coming up next.
Yeah.
On top of that, we do have, how about opening night tomorrow night in baseball? They've never done this before.
Nope. Perfect that Derek Stevens is in as well.
Absolutely.
Because the game's on Netflix, and there were so many people who were furious that it was trending on X Thursday going to sports bar. Games? What are you talking about? Can you put the tournament on? I don't know. Are you here? Where is it?
And if the Dodgers are going to have a weakness, this will probably be it.
Hey, let me get your attention real quick, podcast listeners. It's March, which means the madness is officially upon us, and the folks at VSiN have gone crazy with this one. For $29.99, you get unlimited access to VSiN Pro through May 1st. I'm talking picks throughout the tournament, public betting data for every single game, sharp tools, projections, articles, and more, which means every day you wait is an opportunity missed. Just click the link in the description to get started. It's March, baby. Now back to the show.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Have you played anything yet with the Dodgers? Anything? Win total?
No, I had the win total last year and lost. I'm concerned about injuries.
I would be too this year.
Yep.
The only way I would look at that would be to play him under this year. Now, here's the thing. Katie Wu covers a team, tweeted this out a day or so ago. So they set their opening day rotation per Dave Roberts. It's going to be Yamamoto on opening day. Beyond that, it goes Glasnow, then Sasaki, Sheehan, and Ohtani. Wrobleski is going to be able to piggyback the first time through, specifically, I think, in Ohtani starts, and he'll make some starts as well. Now, here's the issue with that. A couple of them I'll bring up in a second with other guys in the rotation. But Sasaki's final spring start, 2 innings, 5 earned, 2 Ks, 6 walks, a 15.58 ERA this spring, and
Sometimes guys work on things, though, in spring. Maddox was always bad in spring training.
Sure. But he's also a young kid.
But yeah, right. I like him out of the bullpen.
I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
So after that, Roberts then told the media, quote, "I don't think that you can completely bank on or evaluate spring training or an exhibition game. But yeah, it hasn't been great. It really hasn't. And we know that. The standard needs to be better. He knows that. We know that. And now it's kind of go time. And we'll see how he can perform when the lights come on." About Sasaki.
Does it matter? What if you're pitching? How about the lineup? And I add Diaz in the bullpen. And I get Tucker. And I get, the offense is going to be so good.
They better hope that middle of the bullpen is got shored up, I should say, in the offseason. Because that was an issue last year. So Snell, news came out, along with infielder Tommy Edman, could return by the end of May. Is what they're talking about now.
Yeah.
Gavin Stone underwent right shoulder surgery in 2024. He had to repair the labrum, the rotator cuff capsule. He missed all of last year. He recently said, hopefully within the next month, I can pitch off the mound. Is it the rotation? Can Glasnow stay healthy for a full season or anywhere close to a full season? Yamamoto's incredible. He's one of the best pitchers in baseball. But is Ohtani going to give you...
Yes.
More, but how many innings this year?
I'm fine with Ohtani.
Well, I mean, but does he give you 150 innings? There's a lot of unknowns in the rotation. That, I think, has to be considered the weakest link at this point.
Glasnow probably gets hurt once, but hopefully that's it. But then again, this offense is so good. And then how many wins does it take to win the division? That's the other one. Is 98 good enough? Yes.
Yeah.
Is 92 good enough?
Probably.
Probably, okay. And I would think still on accident they could win 95 games. Just on the ridiculous payroll and the talent that they have.
Yeah, that's probably true. And then I think this team is going to be, they might actually, I heard Adam Burke say this today with Von Tobel on Money Moves, and that is they could treat it like an NBA team with load management. I could actually see that a little bit with the Dodgers. And then just get completely geared up and ready to go for the playoffs. And oh, by the way, to me, there's absolutely, if you want to bet the Dodgers to win, just straight, I'm not talking like cross-sport parlays or anything like that, there's no reason to bet them today. Because it's probably going to be a similar number much later in the year. I will point out, remember, FanDuel last year, beginning of the playoffs.
That's right.
Went to 7-1 on the Dodgers.
Why did that happen again?
It was the highest number they were the entire year. It's because they had to go through Philadelphia and then a couple of other spots that were, I just like, wait a second here. So all year long for people betting the Dodgers, they got the worst number. And now the playoffs are here and they're 7-1 all of a sudden. I don't think 7-1 is ever going to pop this year, but
yeah,
you know, plus 230, plus 250 could certainly be there at the end.
We didn't have time with Ian Eagle to get this in, but he addressed it during the break. He had a good line that when he was watching the end of the Florida game, he thought he was reading the score wrong. He goes, wait, why are they, what? They're pressing, trying to foul. They're up 2.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Why would you speed them up there? And you get buried with the wide open corner 3. And then Dallin Cuff was good yesterday in his recall going back when Golden did it at USF 5 years ago. But the strategy on fouling up 2, where I'm such a big favorite, I'm a double-digit favorite, I'm going to get the best of it and play the analytics and the numbers game. I either get the last chance to win with the last shot, and then if I miss, I go to overtime and I get 5 more minutes against you. But when they run the numbers, they are saying the cutoff is a guy shooting 70% from the free throw line. Don't go over that, which I like that. Grab the guy who's hitting 65. But
right.
You can also say, because they doubled Sturts, because he's 85% or 9, whatever he was, although he had missed a couple during that game. Why not just grab anybody then? Because if he had already missed some, and maybe the moment's too big and the nerves factor in, I guess the comeback could be, what if they get the offensive rebound? Which could happen. But if that's your whole thinking, give me the last shot or I go to overtime, I just grab anybody then, if you want to play it that way.
Sure.
Certainly not everyone walking around is a 60% free throw shooter. But if you still want to have time left, I just grab anybody. And certainly I don't do what they did, where you press, or it's just, because then it opened things up and because the last thing you want and the only thing that can happen is you give up a 3.
Well, here's what I would need to know, right? That's exactly right, Paul. I need to know how many times they actually practice this situation kind of like in an identical spot. You put 5 seconds on the clock, you put 10 seconds on the clock, you're up by 2. Again, it specifically has to be 2, but you also throw the full court press at them. Like, how many times did they practice that throughout the entire year?
Yes.
Because if you did, how many times was that player actually open to leak there to the open corner 3?
Yeah. That's why I don't get it. That's doubling Sturts led to that too.
That's exactly right. But also, like, if you're going to practice that, you're going to know to foul before all hell can break loose.
Yeah. Can't I just guard the 3 and make the kid hit that shot too? I guess that's the other thing. I don't know.
They don't want to take. They'd rather take their chances with overtime.
Yeah. The old school regular thinking is, I get a stop, I win the game. And I'm a 1 seed. I'm on this roll. I'm playing so well. I'm great in the second half. Why not just get a stop and win the game?
Well, here's the comp, and that goes back to Ohio State football this past year when Ryan Day played at such a slow and methodical pace. People like bettors were livid, and their point was, you are clearly a better football team than your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
The more plays you have, the more positive EPA you're going to actually get over and over and over again, gives you a better chance to actually win the game and pull away from your opponent. The slower you play, the less opportunities, fewer opportunities you're going to have for EPA per play and adding expected points added, like over and over and over again, like I just said. So they were just baffled by his decision. Like, if you play a faster game, there's no way these teams can even come close to staying with you.
I understand what he was doing, though. It was, we're going to play a ton of games. It's going to be a long season. I want to be fresh and okay for the playoffs. But
he was also doing that against Indiana in the Big Ten title game.
Okay, yeah.
And then that, I think, the example there would be Golden Nose going to overtime. Well, we're clearly the favorite to win. And that's the part that there's no way I could disagree with that.
Right. What do you think of fouling up too? Would you just foul anybody?
Oh, God, no, because then you could put Steph Curry to the free throw line.
Okay. What's your cutoff? 80%?
Oh, it's actually
if it's not Curry, you're right. If there's no one on the floor that's above 82%, I grab anybody.
Well, in the perfect scenario, you're going to have somebody on the court who is going to be below 70%, and that's who you attack. I mean, the logic behind it actually makes it come on.
Yeah.
He's thought about it before.
Yeah, and if you do your job, you double Sturts, then it goes into someone who's probably 75% from the line.
Right.
Then he gets what he wants. And if they miss the free throw, one of them, you win the game too.
But on top of that, this can all be accomplished without the full court press, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can put token pressure on him then.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. It was just bizarre.
No.
Ian had a good point. Am I seeing the score wrong? What are they doing? You don't press up two. What? Come on.
You don't have to put that full court press on. That part was.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
But they have it figured. You're right. They have it figured out with the numbers and everything.
Sure.
That 70%'s the cutoff.
Yeah.
The guy from the line.
I mean, if Shaquille O'Neal's on the court, do you not want to put him at the free throw line every single time?
Yep. I don't know. But I mean, we sit here year after year, game after game, foul up three, and the Santa Clara debacle still happened. And what happened to Yale in the Ivy League final? You couldn't ask for a better position or sequence in any of the games, and they still blew it.
Yep. And by the way, that game happened on Sunday morning, the only game on. Like, the nation could have been watching that game. So you see that happen, and yet in your first tournament game, you allow it to happen. Baffling.
Owe catches the ball in the backcourt.
Oh, yes.
Just grab him.
He's got, 3 seconds?
2.4.
2.4 to make something work.
Yep. Just grab him.
And he got off that clean of a look.
Yep. Oh, he hit a half-court shot. No, but it shouldn't be in that position. No. Just don't let him shoot it. And you move on and finally win a game in the tournament that you haven't done since 96, whatever it is, in Nash. Sweet 16 is set. The road to the Final Four continues. Give yourself the edge this tournament season with VSiN Hoops Mania Special. Get VSiN Pro access through May 1st, just $29.99. Every game is previewed on VSiN.com with best bets, matchup breakdowns, betting trends. Sign up now, VSiN.com/subscribe. You get every best bet, every host, every guest, the real-time betting splits from DraftKings and Circa, the AI-powered prop tools, 24/7 video and show replays on the Watch app. Sign up now, VSiN.com/subscribe.
Derek Stevens on the program next. We'll get his thoughts on opening night, one game streaming Major League Baseball tomorrow night. And all 16 favorites, when they won on the same day on Friday, must be a bloodbath for the book, right? Right?
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
A lot to get into here with our weekly spot as Derek Stevens joins the program now. He is the owner and the CEO of this outstanding property, Circa Las Vegas. Good to see you again. How are you?
Pretty good, fellas. We're getting over a pretty busy last week. Started off, a week ago today with St. Patrick's Day, carried all the way through Sunday. So we were busy.
I think you guys were, and I was here a lot over the weekend. I don't know, 7, 8 deep, like everywhere throughout the entire. But there is this, right? Favorites went 16-0 on Friday. Must have meant a bloodbath for you guys.
Yeah, that's what you'd think. Chris Bennett, when he wrote a text at 5 in the morning on Saturday morning, he said, man, because he's got to go to bed before, these games end. He goes, if I would have known favorites would have gone 16-0, I would have thought we would have gotten murdered. No, I mean, what it was crazy. The whole weekend, we overheld every day, all 4 days. We had a very interesting weekend. Handle was down significantly. All 4 days, handle was down. But what's crazy, hotel rooms were packed. The slots were packed. The table business was packed. Restaurants were packed. Stadium Swim set all kinds of records. So we had tons of people here. But we definitely were missing a pretty good chunk of handle. Handle was down.
Do you have any idea
It was
why?
offset by a massive hold percentage. So we held like crazy.
Maybe we all thought alike. It's like, geez, 26, 27-point spreads. I got to take the dog or not play the game. I can't. It's lunacy how crazy these spreads were.
I would have thought we'd have more people taking 6-team parlays of these favorites. But then again, you're gonna really lay. You're gonna really lay 2,200. You're gonna lay. People don't really like to do that.
Okay, so let's revisit the discussion we had last week then. So it was a Cinderella dead level of concern. No upsets happened other than High Point. So now what you said last week, does this become the popular week? Because now I'm going to get great games. Cinderella's dead, and here are all the big boys playing, and it's less crowded. I
think this second week of March Madness is turning into a monster. I actually think we're going to see bigger handle in week 2 than we did in week 1. From a handle side.
Wow.
Which is things have definitely shifted. The fact that we didn't get crushed is amazing to me with as many favorites came in. I would say though there were still some great games with great excitement.
Oh, no
as
doubt.
Well.
Yes.
No doubt. The Nebraska Vanderbilt game is as good. I mean, with the crowd at that arena making it that much fun, it's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Were you inside or outside for the Kentucky finish? Jeff Benson said it was the loudest roar, loudest ever it was in the sports book after the half-court shot.
Ironically, I was given a tour doing filming at Stadium Swim when that happened, and I looked at around our director of marketing. We were with like 4 or 5 other people. I looked at my director of marketing, Brooke, and she goes, "We couldn't have scripted that better." I go, "No, we couldn't have. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable." The guys that we were doing the interviews with, they wanted to see. It was from New York Times. They're doing their weekend section. It was a national program. And the guy looks at me and goes, "Is this what it's like all the time?" I go, "Yeah, every day, absolutely." But it was crazy. The crowd roar was unbelievable.
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, it really was. So which brings us to this, right? You guys do not have a problem with this. You thrive in this, right, with the active content management. You've called this a travesty in America before. It was another major problem across the country this year. Sports bars not being able to figure out where the games are at.
This was trending #1 thing on X Thursday.
Yeah. A tweet from Heath Cummings, actually.
Yeah.
Walked into a sports bar, been there before, good food, good beer, yada, yada, yada. You know the story. They couldn't figure out anything, right? So now baseball starts tomorrow night. For real. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
What is this going to do to play?
So think about this. The tournament, by now, we all should really realize the tournament's on CBS and it's on 245, 246, 240, like True, TBS. That's it. Those are the 4 stations. This is about as simple as it gets.
You would think.
Now, the number of people that are going to go berserk in the next 7 days about not being able to find their team is going to be unbelievable. I told you just coming in here, I got somebody specifically taking care of my mom and dad in Detroit so she can watch the Tiger game because they still haven't figured it out yet. So this next 6 months, if you think about all the complaining we had about bundling and the cost of packaging, I'll tell you what, I don't even know what my monthly bill is, but it's a hell of a lot more than it used to be. And now I can't find a damn thing. And I should know it better than most, right? But between Paramount and Netflix and Apple and DirecTV and Comcast and Pac-12 is only on something. I mean, this is, it's really amazing. This is the worst time to be a sports fan from a content perspective.
Yes. We got an email from Brian Parsons. He said the sad thing is most of these remotes are voice activated. TBS, and the game should come on. But it also goes back to Heath's point, how frustrated he is that you're a sports bar. It's the madness, and you're still working on it. And I have 2 beers, and you still can't put the games on. It's like, you know what this is every time, and you're a sports bar, and you can't get and then just all the replies, and it was just flooded with responses of what was going on all over America.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a problem for a lot of sports bars. Unless you're prepared for streaming, you got to have the right equipment.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to have the right commercial accounts. It's not like your local sports bar. You sign up to the local Comcast or local Cox or something like that, or get DirecTV. Now you have to have content with everybody.
They're probably going to have to redo all of their infrastructure at the bars and stuff like that because they don't have the equipment to make it work.
Right.
Those are not streaming like.
No.
They don't have the remotes with the talking, voice activation there probably. You like to make big bets before the baseball season almost every single year. Are you super high or low on a win total?
You know, I do really like the Tigers pitching staff. Obviously, you know, it's the team I enjoy. It's a team I like. I'm surprised the win total is not a little higher. I saw 86. I like this starting pitching staff. I like that. What can you see that I can't see it behind the TV? What's it say the win total is right now?
85
and a half. I love the starting staff. I love the relievers from Jansen to Finnegan to Vest. And I think with McGonigal making it, new young guy, I think I'd like this one over.
Okay.
How about they're like 40-1 to have the most wins in baseball?
It's that high?
I saw that. I believe I saw 40-1.
Wow.
I have to go back and double check, but that feels like the number that was available. They can't push for like 95, 98 wins in a perfect, like if everything goes right for them.
With that pitching staff, I don't know. I saw the fifth best. I'm like, really? How is that fifth best? One of the best pitching staffs in baseball, I would think.
Can we revisit what's a bad result on futures and what we're looking at for Sweet 16 action?
Yep. Yeah, we got the fresh numbers here. This is as of right now. So, House wins to Arizona, wins to Michigan, wins to Duke, wins to Houston. We get the first top favorite we get beat on is we get beat on Purdue. But those top four, Arizona, Michigan, Duke, and Houston, we're winning all of them. Not bad going in the Sweet 16, I would say.
Okay.
The only one like we really get beat up on is Purdue, Michigan State, and Arkansas right now. That's about it.
Did you hammer the sum of all seeds and the one seeds to make the Final Four? Did you make those bets?
I did not make that bet.
You didn't do it?
I did not make the bet. I couldn't. I got a little overwhelmed here with a few things going on. I would have blown that one bet. I still would have liked the three. I still like having three of them making it.
Yeah, that's still okay.
That's
under
still
9.5.
Under 9.5 can happen for sure.
Oh, yeah.
How has the action been so far on this Duke St. John's number?
It's been coming in on St. John's. St. John's definitely is the maybe the Cinderella here a little bit. We're still at, what are we at, 35-1? Or does that come down now?
I haven't checked recently, but 35-1.
Yeah.
That's where on my grid here. That's where we had it as this got printed this morning. But we've seen St. John's money.
As a Michigan man, what do you make of the matchup with Alabama? I think this is a dream matchup for your Wolverines.
Yeah, I would say I think this kind of matches up pretty nicely. Pretty nicely.
The team, I think they can score 100 points in this game, Derek.
Yeah.
Alabama can't shoot like that again either.
Right.
And you are so good offensively. Man, you've been strong in the tournament.
They've been unbelievable.
Yeah. How did Howard score 46.5 on you, though? Does that bother you a little bit?
Not really.
Okay.
How torn is it if we get Michigan State for the entire thing?
Oh, God, how great would that be?
I mean,
it'd be unbelievable.
Do you have family members that would want to kill each other, or are they completely...
We'd be good. We'd have people around here who want to kill each other. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Derek. We appreciate it. We'll get to in-pocket plays coming up next year and Follow the Money. It's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
To determine the winner of any given college basketball game.
Someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything. You take it. Take it. Take it.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3-1 odds. Nope. 5-1. Nope. 10-1. You're on.
Tankapalooza parlay just missed. Shame on you, Orlando Magic. laying double digits at home to a team that had lost 16 in a row, and you lose by 2 and give up 128 points. Give me a break. That is embarrassing. That's a loser. Izzo. I'll get to that in a second. Tournament. Overtime games total 3.5 for the tourney. 2 so far. Under 3.5, minus 130. Michigan State against UConn. Sparty plus the points. In the tournament with time to prep for Izzo. First 4, round of 64, Sweet 16, Final 4, 30-7. Straight up. Don't agree with the move. Michigan State had a strong season. Underrated when you look at it with the resume. And again, you don't know what UConn team you're going to get. And again, Iron Eagle has got a great region there in D.C., and that's a hot ticket. Michigan State +2. Also, the early window on Sunday. St. John's, Kansas, Iowa, Florida, Virginia, Tennessee. Pulled in almost 20 million viewers. Only the college football title game and Rose Bowl had higher ratings.
Wow.
Higher ratings. That's it. That's from Jimmy.
Okay.
Jimmy Trainer.
I played 2 player props last night. They were both losers. McCain scored 13 points. It turned into a blowout, by the way, like I was hoping. But he only scored 13, so he fell shy of 15 plus. And Edwards didn't take many shots. So that was disappointing. He did not get to 15 either. Both of those were losers, and I really don't like anything tonight. I got some stuff pending to make the Final 4. Still the Johnnies, the Hogs, some of all seeds, under 9.5, and Purdue Elite 8. I think it's plus 115, actually, but yeah, pending.
If you cash that Arkansas ticket, you have to do the Woo Pig Suey on it.
I'll do it for an entire show if you want me to.
Yeah.
Which ticket? The Final 4 or
either way? Okay.
If they make the
We'll
Final
start
4,
with the
then I can
Final
get
Four.
super live. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can.
yeah.
I can do something with that ticket.
I am shocked. Remember when I dressed up as Petrino for Halloween?
Oh yeah.
So I still had the Arkansas sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, it was just, hey, Woo Pig Suey, walking around town. It's like, are you from Arkansas? No, I just went as Petrino as Halloween. Everyone knew what it meant because, stupid incident would happen. But it was crazy how many people from Arkansas are like, hey, Woo Pig Suey.
I'll do that for an entire 2 weeks if you want.
All
I don't
right.
care.
Download the free Upside app. Use the promo code NETWORK. Start earning real cash back on gas, groceries, and dining. Open the Upside app. Claim a cash back offer location near you. Shop as usual and earn real cash back. You can cash out directly to your bank account, PayPal, or gift cards. Over 5 million users already earning. One of the easiest ways to save on everyday purchases. Download the free Upside app now. Use code NETWORK. Get 25 cents back per gallon on your first tank. Offers vary by user and location. See Upside.com for details. It's easy. Stuff you buy every day. Use it. Head to the location. Make your purchase and save your earnings your way. Find offers near you. Upside.
So how do you like my week? It's always like this every single year. On Friday, I have my 16th wedding anniversary. Do we have good games on Friday?
Pooh.
And today is my wife Lorraine's. Oh, it's a big boy. It's her 50th birthday today.
You're allowed to say that?
Yeah, she said, yeah, absolutely, go ahead. Anybody can find out now. And I'm like, okay, cool. Unbeknownst to me, I thought we all had to work like every show for the madness, and then I find out that you're going to have pizza tomorrow, and Stormy's in Japan for 2 weeks, so I probably would have taken today off had I known. But it's a big one. So
bucket list item, going to the pizza convention.
I don't blame you.
Sure. Okay.
This one's tough.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing: we had always talked about like going on a big trip, like in the summertime for our 50th birthday. Well, hello, now we have Sebastian, who's going to be 2 next month. I don't want to do any like major traveling for like 10 plus days to like Europe or anything like that with a 2-year-old. That's like not even on the radar now for like another 3-4 years. So a 50th birthday is very tricky to like, what am I going to do? How am I going to get it wrong? Fearing for the worst. So she told me specifically what she wanted. So I didn't have to surprise her. I kind of got lucky this time.
All right.
So in my head, I had a couple of really good ideas, and then it just like the conversation came up, and she just dropped it on me. She's like, "This is what I want." I'm like, "You don't want to be surprised at all?" Nope. I'm like, "You're sure? You're not playing any games with me right now?" No, I want this, and so I went and got her what she wanted. And that's it.
That's good.
Now
That's great.
Now, so we did this a couple years ago, and it made her absolutely thrilled when we were doing mornings. And she had no idea I was going to do this. Remember, I said, I'll match like every follower that she has on Instagram, and I'll give up to like a couple $1,000s to an animal foundation, right? And it was great. The audience came through big time, and they followed her on Instagram. Well, this time around, I want to see if this works again. She created an Instagram account for Sebastian, but there's a spin on it now because he's going to be like trying all sorts of different food. He's not even 2 years old yet. So the handle is Food Baby Vegas. I want to see how many people can follow that account. And she's getting a massage right now. She's not with her phone. She's not going to check it for a little while. And when she checks her phone, I hope it just pops with like countless people following Food Baby Vegas on Instagram. There was an account called New York Food Baby that had 10 million followers.
Same kind of deal?
Yeah.
New York Food Baby.
So for those who don't know, my wife is a food writer. She was a longtime chef, in that kind of world, but now transitioned into like doing podcasts and also like food writing. So she wants to see if like maybe this whole idea with Sebastian on Instagram can become a thing. So Food Baby Vegas is the Instagram account. She was looking up different names and came across the one in New York. 10 million followers for a baby in New York with food? Are you serious?
Yeah. Okay. Anything's possible.
You never know what's going to take off.
That's right.
You have no idea.
Absolutely.
So anyway, that would make my day. That would be awesome if you guys, could cooperate and follow that account.
Food Baby Vegas.
Yep. And he's
a great idea.
Yeah. Now he's been, from what I understand, like every baby is like they completely scared to try almost everything. I gotta say, pretty good.
He gets in it.
Now he doesn't say yes to everything, but man, he'll whack down. He'll grab a steak like this with his hands and just dive into it like that. It's pretty impressive. So,
well, that's a good point too about what's that whole 6-7 thing with the kids, and also I mean look what we played earlier. The dogs somehow find a way home, 10 miles.
Oh, you don't know
days,
what's going to take off.
24 million views after they escaped the truck. They were kidnapped.
Yeah, I got lucky. She's 50 today. She looks like she's 30.
Yeah.
Some people tell her she looks younger than that.
18.
You don't want to get into a fight with her, though.
Why?
I will say.
Physical?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like an argument.
Okay. You're not
like an argument at all.
Anything, yeah.
A verbal.
You could say that.
Yeah.
Shauna punched me one time.
Oh, well, okay.
She let me have it.
All right.
I deserved it.
Yeah.
I talk a lot of bleep.
Yeah.
Especially when I used to drink back in the day. And she let one have. She got me good.
Okay.
Man. I mean, that was it.
I will say this, being married now coming up in 16 years, I would like to win an argument once.
Okay.
That's all I'm asking for.
Sure.
Would one time be too much to say, okay, Mitch, you're right this time? All right. And by the way,
Bill
Dustin.
Burr, pick your battles.
Yeah, I know. You absolutely have to.
Maybe let her win the argument once in a while. Get that, right? What were you going to say?
I was going to say, that's why Dustin, who got engaged the other night, again, you have my phone number, pal.
Yeah.
You could have just said something like, hey, do you got 10 minutes to talk? Absolutely, I do. What's on your brain? Oh, you're thinking about, okay, all right. You and humans, man. You're going to be there at the end.
Oh, I know.
You're going to be there at the end eating a big cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Celebrating while everybody else is miserable.
Could have married someone worth $12 million, though, too.
Well.
That's the other one. That's right. But Humans is proud of it. I mean, he wants nothing to do with it. I mean,
he knows.
I still go back to you were out that day. He comes in on mornings and he goes, "Can you put a picture up of Paul Bovey? We lost him." I go, we lost him. I go, "What? Paul Bovey died." He goes, "No, worse. He got engaged."
Yeah, worse.
I go, "Don't do that to me. What? You nut."
That's what my brother called me 20 years ago. He was always anti-marriage. And he's like, "I did something really bad." I'm like, "What? Did you get it? What happened, Matt? Hit and run? Did you hurt somebody?" "No, way worse than that." I'm like, "Way worse? What is it?" "I got engaged." I'm like, "Oh, wow."
I'm shocked it happened to Bill Burr. I'm a big fan of his work.
I know.
Can he beat it? He's just like, he was on years ago. He's on Letterman. Is this the line? I lose half my stuff? Okay, let me
sign up.
Oh yeah, this is great.
Well.
In a hurry, all these guys getting married, and he got married. He had the kids, but it's working out for him.
Yeah. Much more on this.
Yeah. Good luck. Say it again.
And what?
Food Baby Vegas.
Food Baby Vegas on Instagram. Yep. Primetime next. Live betting night. Murray, Humans. Then Dustin celebrates cashing out. Good luck tonight.